Yeah, hi everyone. So yesterday I have gone through two concepts, pod and replica sets, also replica controller, which is a legacy API now, and it's now a recommended way. So now the recommended way is to use development with replica set to configure the sets of replications. Uh, so that's it. And also I am following I'm doing a course by Vamshat, Kubernetes for absolute beginner, and also I have a code cloud subscription as well. So I'm doing labs in that only. And uh, so I figured out if I want to do more practice, I will be needing kubectl kubectl and minikube install in my machine. So I will be installing that in this video. Uh, I have Minikube install, but kubectl was not installed somehow, so I will be installing that only. Minikube I will be providing the guide if you want to install it. Okay. And we will create pod and replica set in this video. So I'm very new, so I have done labs, but some of the commands might I'm not be familiar with, or I have forgotten. So let's go to the screen. Yeah. So first of all, let's go through pod only. Okay. So pod, what is a pod? It's a smallest deployment. Just a second. It will be more visible. Yes. How? Pods are smallest deployment unit of computing that you can create and manage in Kubernetes. So how is pod different from container? So container is amalgamation of application and dependencies, and pod is like a group of containers that are closely connected. Yes. Okay. Then why do we need pod in Kubernetes? So this is I was searching more answer to this. So I got two answers, which first one is this. First one was this, and second one I will show you in a bit. So containers are designed in a such a way that it is a best practice to run only single process per container. Yes. So one container, one processes. Because if you run multiple unrelated processes like a web server and a database in a single container, it is your responsibility to ensure that all the processes are running in a desired state. Okay, if you run both web server and database in a single container, you need to have some monitoring script, or you need to write some script around it to ensure that all the processes are running in your as per your expectation. Okay. And if unrelated processes running in a same container removes the isolation benefit. First is that, and if a process misbehaves, if let's say a web server process misbehave, then database processes will be affected. So it is not a recommended way to have like unrelated process in a single container. So you are supposed to group multiple process in. You are not supposed to use group multiple processes into single container. So there was a need of higher level of abstraction, which is fulfilled by pod, right? Uh, so that's it. And second reason was this: why pod is fundamental unit of deployment instead of containers. Okay, so I found this reason. The reason behind using pod rather than directly container is that Kubernetes require more information to orchestrate the containers, like restart policy, liveness probe, readiness probe, probe. Liveness probe defines containers inside the pod is alive or not. Restart policy defines which container, what to do with container when it is failed. A readiness probe defines that container is ready to start serving. Okay, so instead of adding those properties into existing containers, the Kubernetes community has decided to write a wrapper on containers. So that's why we use pod. Okay, and uh, so that's it. And these are some questions. I was thinking how to structure it that way. So how to structure this, because this is like a question FAQ, that kind of a thing. Okay, so I will be having a single node for pod, and I will be attaching FAQ to it. So kind of this. So here we have pod, right? Here we have pod. I will be attaching like this FAQ section. Okay. We also have we also had done replica sets. Okay, so this is the replica set that I have uh, written yesterday. So today we will be like installing kubectl and also running pod and replica set. Okay, so now what we can do is we can, yes, let me show you that how to insert a note. This is a replica set, okay, and we can have, so simple, right? Now we have our canvas growing, so one note at a time. Replica set is over here, pods are over here. Okay, by the way, this pod was like this pod node was written back then, and yesterday only I wrote this replica sets. Okay, so okay, now we will install kubectl and play around with it. So let me first go to minikube. So this is the recommended way to install minikube depending upon your machine. We are using Mac OS and or Windows, so you can go through it, and I have installed it. Let's go to kubernetes.io and search for kubectl. I guess they have the documentation. Install it, yes. Okay, copy this. I don't want a specific version. I want latest version only. Download to, okay. Maybe they should give like a copy option over here. Let's download a checksum out. Let's check this checksum. Okay, we are good to go. Install. So I don't want to install it in like use a local bin ctl. Like inside this directory, bin directory, I will use. I have my own directory as well, which is move this to /bin. Okay, so inside home folder I have bin directory, and I like it in bin directory, so I can go over here and like see what binaries I have installed. Okay, so that is that. Let's test to ensure that it's running. Okay, client version. Have it. Okay. Now let's so first of all you will require like a YAML knowledge, some kind of a YAML knowledge, and if you so some kind of a YAML knowledge, because this tutorial will have will need require you to create a definition for a pod. So if you are not familiar with YAML, so you can look around on blogosphere of internet. Okay. Now Let's create a directory called pod. Now I'm using a NeoVim. In exam, you need to have a time management first, and you need to create aliases and all. You need to edit YAML, I guess, in exam. So you need to be familiar with some tools which does it faster. So I'm using Vim, obviously, because it's fast. And let's create alias for kubectl. Okay, so I read about that you can alias it to k. So I will be aliasing like that to k kubectl to k. Mm, that's so set. Oops. Yeah, there was some kind of a glitch. Let's go and get I guess K is now kubectl is now working. Okay. Now we will get pods in the default namespace. Oh, I need to start minikube. Okay. By the way, I'm using like i3 in Ubuntu. So that's how I'm shifting from workspace to workspace. So first is terminal, second is browser, and third is my Obsidian vault. So that's how I'm shifting. Okay, now that is configured, let's do get pods. Yes, then we can have like all, which will display all the objects of Kubernetes. We don't have right now. We have only service only. Okay. Now let's create a definition inside this only. Yes, inside pods only. So let's create pod definition. Oops, sorry. Okay. So in definition, we have four fields. First is API version. Second is kind. And we have like metadata and spec. I hope I'm not missing any other. So yesterday I only made my first pod definition. So bear with me if I'm going wrong. So API version with for pod it is v1, for replica set it is app slash v1. Okay, and kind we need to define what kind of object we are creating. For now, we are using we are creating pod only, so that's why name we will name this object or pod my app. Let's go with my app. Labels, we will have environment. So this is a user specific and it is required to search and list all the pods and all. You can search list it via this label. So let's go with sandbox. Specs, in specs we will define the containers uh, which we will run inside the pod. We will, this is a list, so name, we will use, let's use Nginx. And image will be the latest one. So let's indent. So overall, this is the definition of that pod, and now we will use create. Okay, pod definition. Okay, so this is like labels. We have labels over here. Get pods. Yes, now container is creating. Container is creating. I guess it is pulling the image from the repository, the registry. Get pods. Yes, now it's running. Cool. And if we do CKAD, it's running. Okay. So that's about the pod, how you create it. You can have multiple pods running. So that's about the pod. Then we have replica sets. Okay, so let's say you want to have multiple pods running, and you like, need to ensure that the specified number of pods are always running. Okay, so that's where replica sets come into picture. So if we specify the number of pod as 3 for replica set, then at a given point the number of pods will be 3. If there are more than 3, the replica set will terminate the extra pod. If there are fewer than 3, then it will start new pods. Okay, so in short, now the pods are maintained by replica sets, and it will automatically replace pod that are unhealthy. So this is the YAML file which is used to create it. Okay. By the way, we can also do like get pod describe, get disc kubectl describe pods and the pod name. So my app. Okay, yes. Now it has all the information: namespaces, container ID, toolable URL. Then this is the config map. Okay. Cool. So that is one. You can do it, describe it, and if you want to delete it, we can delete it similarly for my app. Okay, cool. Then we have replica sets. Let's get this template only, and we'll create it. Let's go to replica. YAML. Let's do set first. Okay. Replica set 3. Okay. Good. K create. Okay. Replica sets are being created. get all. Okay, so now you can see that we have one replica set and three pods. So these are managed by replica set. Okay, so now let's wait for yes, they status. They are in running state. Now let's do one thing. Let's delete that pod, first pod, and we will see that if a replica set is bringing one pod again back to desired state. Okay, uh, let's delete kubectl, delete pod. Okay, sorry, pod server 89892RZ. Okay, let's delete it. Okay, we are deleting it. Okay, see, it tried to spawn off a new, yes, this one, new pod, right? So replica set is doing that. And if we like create this pod with this label only, it will try to with this is template is this template is of pod template. Okay, if we try to run try to make a pod definition with this, then replica set will try to like remove that pod, because we are having like replica set will terminate the extra pod. Okay, because the label, it is based on the label. Okay, so like this is a selector. Okay, and we have match label, and inside that we have env prod. Okay, this label and this label should match in order to tell replica set that which pods to manage. Okay, so that all are been written over here. So label selector, which tells the replica set to find which pod should be managed. And yeah, that's all, I guess. So I'm keeping this short only because I need to cover a lot more in detail. So we can do all the things like we can delete replica, we can describe the replica, but I'm keeping it short. Yes. So I hope you will learn something new today.